Okay, dear students, today we are going to start with the chapter 5, and that is arithmetic progression, and the weightage for this is 7 marks. Before we begin, we have completed 4 chapters, so I have shared the link of other tutor. If you have any queries, please note it down. So once we meet in the school, I am going to revisit those chapters. So I am going to solve the chapters. I am going to solve the queries noted by you. Next. Now we'll understand what is pattern and what kind of pattern that we do observe in the nature. See, so if you take sunflower, petals of sunflower, they will be arranged in particular pattern. And even if you take a honeycomb, and honeycomb will have a particular pattern. If you go across nature, you'll get to see different patterns. Even in our daily life, we get to see, without our knowledge, we'll follow certain patterns. If I take an example, if an employee joins a company, so initially the company offers him some 10,000, and later the company is going to promise him that in the future every year the company is going to give him an increment of 2,000. So how it can be written? See, initially the company is offering him 10,000, and every year there will be an increment of 2,000, that is 12,000 for the second year, 14,000 for the third year, 16,000 for the fourth year. So and so on, the increment will increase. The salary of an employee will increase. Next, according to his increment. Next, so X want to save money for a child purpose. Every month she is going to save some 200 rupees. So she'll start with 200, and every month she is going to save 200. So second month it will be, sum will come up to 400. Third month the sum will come up to 600 and 800 and so on. So without our knowledge, we are going to use such patterns. So what are patterns? So what kind of pattern that you are going to observe in this sequence? See, arrangement of numbers in sequence with certain rules is called pattern. Numbers in sequence with certain rules is called pattern. Now see, if I want to observe this pattern, if I want to know the rules of this particular pattern, see, 200. See, if I take a difference between two consecutive terms, consecutive means one after the other. If I want to take a difference between these two consecutive numbers, the difference is 200. Wherever you go, difference between succeeding term and previous term will be 200. Here also it is 200. So here it is 2000. Here it is 2000. So everywhere if you go across the sequence, if the difference is common, this series we call it as a arithmetic progression. So if I want to put it in words, so arithmetic progression is a sequence which has common difference, fixed difference between two consecutive terms. What is fixed difference between two consecutive terms? That is, so if you take any two terms, if you take a difference, the difference will remain constant across the sequence. So arithmetic progression is a sequence of numbers arranged in such a way that the difference between the difference between two consecutive terms will be in such a way that the difference between two consecutive terms will be constant. So what is that? See, if you take a difference between any two consecutive terms, that difference will be constant. Such sequence we call it as a arithmetic progression. Now, so before that, what do you mean by term? See, across the sequence, every single number we call it as a term. Sequence, if you take a sequence, every number will be called as a term. Okay, now I'll write one of the arithmetic progression, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and so on. So I'll name them A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on up to AN. So this is called the generalized form of arithmetic progression, or else we call it as C. A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, so on up to AN minus 1 into D. Okay, so what we have written, see, same thing only we have written, but so to the first term, if I add a common difference, what I am going to get? I am going to get the second term. So same way, what I am doing, the difference between any term you take, that will be D. See, A plus 3D minus A plus 2D, if I take a difference, again the difference will be D. So arranging the terms in this order is called general form of arithmetic progression. General form of AP is nothing but arithmetic progression. And one more thing, D is called common difference. D is called common difference, which will remain constant over the sequence. So in this, what we understood, to get the next term, what we need to do, we need to add a common difference. So here, if I want to get the next term, see, 2, 4, 6, after 14, if I want to get the next term, what I need to add to it? That I need to add common difference D. What is the common difference here? 14 minus 12, 2. If I add 2 to it, I'll get the next term, that is 16. Okay. Now one more thing, a D can be 0, it can be negative number, it can be negative, or it can be positive. So D can be any number. D can be 0, negative or positive, but D will be constant and it will not vary over the sequence. I have taken certain sequences, so we'll verify. 6, 9, 12, 15. What is A here? A will be first term. A is the first term. Whenever you A or A1 will be first term, whenever you come across the word alphabet A, it will be a first term. In this case, A is 6. Now, what is D? So before we come at this conclusion, we will verify whether the given sequence or pattern is arithmetic progression or not. See, if you move across the sequence, so the difference between two consecutive terms, 9 minus 6, 3, 12 minus 9, 3, 15 minus 12, 3. That is common difference 3. And it is same across all the sequence. So what we call this as a arithmetic progression, because the D is constant across the series or sequence. Now in this case, what is A? 6. What is D? 6. I can take minus 3 minus 0. See, how can I get a D? The difference between two consecutive terms. The succeeding term minus preceding term. Minus 3 minus 0. But there should be consecutive. See, D is minus 3. So here in this sequence or series, 2, 2, 2, everywhere you will see A is 2. A is the first term, that is 2. And what is the difference between two consecutive terms, that is 2 minus 2, which is equal to 0. So now when we look at these three patterns or sequence, what do we get to know? A is first term, the alphabet A indicates first term, and D is the difference between two consecutive terms, and it will be constant across the series. And D can be through these three examples. So what we conclude is that D can be positive in this case, D can be negative second case, D can be 0 third case. Okay, now look at this series 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. We'll verify whether it is arithmetic progression or not, whether the given series is in the arithmetic progression or not. See, difference between 6 and 12 is 6, 12 and 18 is 6, same 6 across the sequence, the difference is same, therefore it is a arithmetic progression. But what we can observe is, so number of terms we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 5 terms are there. This is the last term. Okay, and we can count the term. This is called finite series, finite arithmetic progression series. Here in this case, number of terms involved are, we don't know and we can't count it. See, number of terms 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and we cannot count it. Such sequence is called infinite series, because we cannot count the number of terms, and we don't know the number of terms involved in the arithmetic progression. Such sequence is called infinite series. This is finite series. I have taken example 1 based on the previous explanation. For the AP, 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2. Write the first term A and the common difference T. See, we know that A is first term is denoted by A. What is the first term here? 3 by 2. Okay. Then how to find the common difference? D. D is equal to A2 minus A1 or A3 minus A2. So difference between any two consecutive terms. So I will take difference between A2 minus A1, that is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. LCM will remain the same, 2, because those are like fractions. 3 minus 1, 2 by 2, which is equal to, sorry. What is A2 here? What is A2 here? 1 by 2 minus what is A1 here? 3 by 2. Okay, which is equal to, the LCM will be 2. 1 minus 3, see, 1 minus 3. 2 1s are 2, 1 into 1, 1. 2 1s are 2, 3 into 1, 1. That is minus 2 divided by 2. The D is minus 1. D is minus 1. What is A here? 3 by 2. Next. Example 2. Which of the following list of numbers form an AP? First, we need to check whether the given list of numbers are in AP or not. If they form an AP, write the next two terms. First, we need to verify whether the given list of numbers are AP, they form AP or not. Okay. If they form AP, then we need to write next we need to write next two terms. How will get the next two terms? If you need to add common difference to the last term, we'll get the next two terms. Okay, I'll consider this 4, 10, 16, 22. So 4, comma 10, comma 16, comma 22. I will name it as A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay, first I'll take D. A2 minus A1, which is equal to 10 minus 4, which is equal to 6 in this case. Next D. A3 minus A2 is equal to 16 minus 10, 6. Next D. A4 minus A3, 22 minus 16, 16. It is 6. Now, so A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, which is equal to A4 minus A3. Hence, given list of numbers, forms an AP. Forms an AP, arithmetic progression. Now, the next two terms are, that is A4 plus 6, which is equal to, what is A4 here? 22. 22 plus 6 is nothing but 28. Next, this will be equal to A5. Now, A5 plus 6 will give us A6, that is, this will be A5. That is 28 plus 6 is equal to 34. So, the next terms are 28 and 34, which is equal to A6. So, 1, comma, minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. I'll name it as A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay, first A2, D is equal to A2 minus A1, which is equal to minus 1. A2 is minus 1, which is equal to minus 2. D. Next D, A3 minus A2. Okay, that is A3 is minus 3, minus 1, which is equal to minus 4. Since A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2, therefore given series will not form an AP, or else given list of numbers will not form AP. Since given list of numbers will not form AP, we need not write the next two terms, because the sequence is not there in an AP. We will not be able to write the next two terms. Okay, next. I'll write down this 1, comma 1, comma 1, 2, comma 2, comma 2, 3, comma 3, comma 3. Now, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9. Okay. Now, D is equal to A2 minus A1, which is equal to 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. 1 minus 1. Next, D is equal to A3 minus A2. A3 minus A2, that is 1 minus 1, 0. Next, D is equal to A4 minus A3. A4 minus A3, which is equal to 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. Now we'll stop here because the D is not same. What we can say, A3 minus A2 is not equal to A4 minus A3. Therefore, since since A3 minus A2 is not equal to A4 minus A3, therefore given list of numbers will not form an AP, arithmetic progression. Okay, so we need to stop here, because if it is there in the arithmetic progression, we were asked to write the next two terms, but here itself we stopped because it is the given list of numbers will not form an AP.